All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and actually, I have another comic book challenge. This one is for Bearded Comic Bro and Cole's Comic Claims. Links to those two down below. More stuff with Cole is either going to be have shown or will be shown. You'll see why later, but this is about comics. And what they asked was your 10 favorite Image comic covers. And I actually have quite a few Image comic covers through all the various packs that I've opened through Ollie's, and actually one that the very last one I'm going to show is a little different. But if you remember from a pack a while back, I actually got this one, the Jim Lee's Death Blow on the excellent black cover that was sadly destroyed by the tape that was in the package, which bothered me until I'm going to set that up there, and I'm going to show you why the until. I was going through my stack of books, and I found I actually have a pristine one. So that makes me extra happy, and that one is going to be bagged and boarded very soon because it's just a cool-looking cover, and that one I think might get sent off to Jim Lee to see the janky one. There you go. Might get sent off to Jim Lee to see if he'll sign it. But now I'm going to move on to the other 9, and these are books I actually haven't read, but as I was going through them, the covers really stood out to me for various reasons. We got here another Jim Lee book, Wildcats and X-Men, The Silver Age, #1. Kind of a busy-looking cover, but a lot of cool stuff going on. I like the Wildcats. I was a big fan of that series, and X-Men, obviously. If you're of my age and you grew up and did not watch the X-Men cartoon in the 90s, then something was unfortunately amiss. Moving on, this one actually ticks a couple of my boxes. It's a foily cover, and it's a #1, and it is Union. #1 from Mark Teixeira and Mike Heisler. I love the look of it. I love the shine. I love the design. I don't know the character at all, but the book makes me curious to read it. And I'm going to kind of shift stuff around here. And again, more of the kind of embossed covers, because it's a little raised and a little more monochromatic. Who is Shadowhawk? #1. I like #1s as well. And I like this one in particular. It's got a great design, the silver on the black, but then just that little touch of red that really makes it pop. Moving on, we got another Wildcats one. I just love the colors. I love the look of it. Another Jim Lee book. Wildcats #4. I really want to get back into reading Wildcats because as I'm sitting here thinking, I can't even tell you who was on there because it's been a very long time. Needless to say, it is a sweet, sweet looking book. And this one, coming up at the number, would it be number 5 or number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the #6 book. Because I'm a big fan of the artist, is Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer. Is it? It's #3 of 6, cover A. I don't know who the other variant covers were, but comic people can help me. Frank Frazetta, if those of you that don't know, was the legendary kind of fantasy artist. He did a lot of those epic, not gladiator, like kind of Conan the Barbarian type covers and artworks. And actually, for wrestling fans, I believe was the inspiration behind Jerry Lawler creating Kamala, the Ugandan giant, was Frank Frazetta. But do yourself a favor, when this is over, Google Frank Frazetta, Frazetta. For all those in the not United States, Frazetta. And his artwork, you'll probably recognize it. There's some good stuff. Now, for 7, 8, and 9, we're going to go to what I've always felt that when you think of Image, you think of one person, one character in particular, and that would be Spawn. And I only have a few Spawn books, which actually kind of disappoints me. I need to get more because I'm a huge Spawn fan and a huge Todd McFarlane fan. We have Spawn #11, and the reason I like Spawn is, just look at it. he's the Hell Warrior. The cape is alive, chains everywhere. The complete definition of anti-hero. Plus, Todd McFarlane, having met him at the Super Bowl in Detroit back in 2006 when he was doing the Barry Sanders figure, because he also does great figures, talked to me for a while, even down to the point where he was wondering for his Reggie White figure what team jersey to put on and what color to put on. I think I threw my vote to the Green Eagles jersey, but I can't remember what he actually put out. So we got number 8 or number 11 there, but the number 8 book is another Spawn number 12. And just look at that. It's beautiful. The green pops so much. You got Spawn up in the corner. It's wonderful. And weirdly, now the kind of contradictory one is Spawn number 21, and I do kind of want to piece this set together now that I'm seeing I have a couple of them. We got the white with the the neon green, and just a fantastic looking book. If any of you guys have read any of these, please let me know if they're good. I can't imagine a Spawn book would be bad, but and the final one, it's another Image book, and this is a book that maybe a lot of people aren't familiar with, but I happened to meet the artist. I did a show with her, talked to her. She's very nice. She's from around the area, very good friend of one of my very good friends, and she signed a copy for me, and that would be Coyotes. Number 1. I actually have read this book. I think it's really cool, and the artist in question there is Caitlin Yarsky. She signed it for me in silver. I had read the book previous. I actually have the trade so I could read the book, but this, as soon as I got it back, went into the bag and board and will not be taken out because it is signed. And it's just a really, really sweet looking book, and it's awesome to have any book signed by the artist, and I'm very grateful to her, and I know she's still doing a bunch of stuff for Image. But there you go. That is my top 10 Image covers. I actually do have plenty more of them down there, but these were the 10 that spoke to me the most, mainly because I've got a signed one, I've got Spawn, we got Frank Frazetta, we got Jim Lee, we got some awesome kind of a monochrome, we got foil action, and the one that I was so sad about, but then realized that years ago I had already had one, Death Blow. And I am pumped because it is pristine, and as soon as I get some more supplies, that one's getting bagged and boarded as well. And the other one, like I say, will most likely go out to Mr. Lee to see if he'll sign it. So there you go. There's going to be links to the Bearded Comic Bro and Cole's Comic Claims down below. Give them a look. If you're getting back into comics or into comics and you're not subscribed to either of them, definitely get there and check it out. There's been quite a few videos of people's top 10s of their Image covers, and there's been some fantastic looking stuff. Hopefully I've added a bit to it, and hope you guys like it. We'll see you next time.